As a taxi driver, whether you're private hire or what we call hackney, the kind that can pick up from the roadside, it can be very, very difficult to earn an honest living. You have to put hours and hours and hours into this. Otherwise, just don't bother. Stay at home. When you first start, it's very, very difficult because you're right at the bottom of the pecking order. But basically, if you don't own your own company or if you don't have any clout, you have an awful lot of outgoings. I've been a private hire cab driver for, well, getting on 12 years. It'll be 12 years at the end of this year. And I make my living as a cab driver via my own company that I'm a director of. That's how I do it. And, you know, in that position, you do have a lot more say. The people I feel sorry for are the rank and file, you know, that drive Flo to the doctors and Fred home from the shops every day. They don't have an easy time of it. And listen to this one. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing alright. I'm not too bad. Let me know how you are in the comments and that you're well and everything's good for you and you're going to have a good day ahead. Thank you very much for the support, everybody. It means the world. We are going up with subscribers. We're getting loads of likes, loads of comments, loads of feedback. It's great stuff and I really do appreciate it. Well, going back to taxi drivers, when you first start or when you're just on the circuit, there's several factors. There's the car. How much does it cost to buy it? Do you rent it? How much are the repair costs? How much are the servicing costs? Fuel. After all, no fuel, no work. Is it diesel? Is it petrol? Is it electric? A lot of councils now are actually making a very, very big push to get their fleets switched over to hybrid or electric, even offering discounts on annual licence fees. It's happening with ours. You have to pay a thing called a circuit fee to the actual firm that you work for. That's how they make their money at the end of the day. And you've got licensing fees for yourself, the car, and various other things as well. So it goes on. Well, what's happening when you look at electric cars? Cab drivers are thinking, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll give that a go. Let's swap over. Seems to make sense, you know, save money on licensing fees and all the rest of it. Well, Sheffield City Council have gone down this line. They're saying, come on, cab drivers, let's get you over to electric. And people are becoming reliant on it. And you know what they've done? They've hiked the prices of the charging points. So it actually costs you a lot more now to charge your electric taxi than it did before. There's a Sheffield taxi driver called Shaib Zaman. He's absolutely furious. And he's actually saying that his electric taxi costs a lot more than his diesel one ever did. And as soon as he can pay it off, he's going to get rid of it and go back to diesel. I mean, look at some of these figures. The new rates, plus 80 minutes a day charging and range limitations, leave him with just £50 a shift. Can you imagine 80 minutes of your day charging? Statement from him, he said, I'm really angry and frustrated at what's happened. I purchased an electric car after the council announcement of going green, but it's been a massive mistake. If I earn £100, that's no good these days. 20% goes to city taxes, that'd be the circuit fee. £30 to charge the vehicle, which leaves 50 quid for 8 or 9 hours work. It's ridiculous. I'm trying to pay it off as quickly as possible because the old one was cheaper. And he's saying he will go back to diesel. Now, 8 or 9 hours work for a taxi driver, you're missing out on about 4 hours of work there, sunshine. A lot of taxi drivers I know do 12 hours. I mean, I know circumstances really dictate that you can't do that all of the time, but a lot of taxi drivers do because they have to. And sometimes there's a fine line between profit and loss, there really is. And it sounds like they've got them by the short and curlies up there. I don't think electric is the way to go personally. The infrastructure isn't there. The repair costs, the purchase costs up against the cost of the fares are, you know, they just don't equate. There's so many problems. I mean, this guy and those in Sheffield, I wish them well and I hope they get it sorted out. But it doesn't bode well for the industry if that's the way it's going. That's what I say. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm off. I'll see you with one more shortly. Toodaloo.